Sunrise paints the window pane, a haze, a shade of gray. Another day, the same refrain to earn the common pay. The city hums a low slung drone, a signal I obey. I find my place inside the calm and put my dreams away. Hexagon walls, a fluorescent sun. The long day's march has just begun. Oh, where the worker bee is buzzing in the hive, making honey for a queen we'll never see alive. With paper wings and tired eyes, we answer to the call. Just another number blasted on the wall. We give our days, we give our days, give our taste of golden light. I remember fields of wildest thought, of clover in the sun. A different life I could have sought before this race was run. But the air in here is canned and cold. The hum is all I hear. A story that's been bought and sold for one more fragile year. The whisper comes from halls of glass. The quota must be met and fast. Oh, where the worker bees buzzing in the hive, making honey for a queen we'll never see alive. With paper wings and tired eyes, we answer to the call. Just another number plastered on the wall. We give our days, we give our lives for a taste of golden light. Sometimes in my screen I'll freeze and I can almost feel the breeze. What if I just turned and flew, broke the pattern, tried for something new? Would the whole great structure fall, or would they even notice me at all? Just a silence in the swarm before the coming of the storm. Or the calm. And still with the worker bees buzzing in the hive, making honey for a queen we'll never see alive. With broken wings and vacant eyes, we give till we are gone. Just another shadow fading in the dawn. We give our days, we give our lives for a taste of golden light. As the sun goes down, the lights stay on. Another day is dead and gone. The hum goes on and on and on. Check out Isle of Familiar. trees to a holding car and office keys. That creamy taste, it never changed, though all my world's been rearranged. From a simple bar to a crispy bueno, you're still my number one, you know. A sweet escape I'll always choose. There's nothing left for me to lose. A beast of steel and glass. Another crime has come to pass. The commissioner's worried, the mayor's in a sweat. They haven't called the best, but they called me, you bet. Lieutenant Frank Drebin, police squad's my name. Stumbling on the truth is my claim to fame. I'll walk the beat with a blank face stare and trip on every single clue that's there. It's a naked gun, a slapstick sense of duty. I'm a walking disaster, a catastrophic beauty with a deadpan line and a clumsy hand. I'm the most effective, clueless man in the land. The siren starts to cry, I'll solve the case. I'm not exactly sure why. It's the naked gun, and justice will be served, probably by accident from what I've observed. In the hospital again, he was deep undercover on a heroin deal. Now he's wrapped in bandages from his head to his heel. The villain's suave with a villainous plot involving bombs or baseball, or I forgot. And the girl is gorgeous, a dangerous dame. She said, "You're very direct." I said, "Yes, that's my name." It's the naked gun, a slapstick sense of duty. I'm a walking disaster, a catastrophic beauty with a deadpan line and a clumsy hand. I'm the most effective, clueless man in the land. The siren starts to cry, I'll solve the case. I'm not exactly sure why. It's the naked gun, and justice will be served, probably by accident from what I've observed. I'm like a blind squirrel who somehow finds a nut. Then I crush the nut beneath my foot. I'll interrogate a fish, I'll wear a giant glove. I'll ruin a state dinner for the woman that I love. From the docks of LA to the top of a tower, I bring chaos to the criminals. Hour by hour, they think they're safe. They
sound of a microphone falling over a crash and a faint whoops in the background.
It's the naked gun, a slapstick sense of duty of a walking disaster, a catastrophic beauty with a deadpan line and a clumsy hand. I'm the most effective, clueless man in the land. The sirens start to cry, I'll solve the case. I'm not exactly sure why. It's the naked gun, and justice will be served, probably by accident from what I've observed.
Case closed, Ed. Frank, you destroyed the entire pier and set the Queen's wig on fire. Cigarette? Yes, I know. Well,
music begins with a low, ominous cha-ching-y sound like insects crawling. A single car sings a failure note pierces through it. Then a heavy driving guitar riff kicks in. On a world where legends lie, pylons hum with power bright, bathed in the colors golden light. We are the firstborn, pure and proud, a legacy spoken, not aloud, but a shadow falls, a creeping dread, a purple stain where life lies dead. We feel the breach, a psychic scream, the end of a forgotten dream, and terror on the Templars call. We ready blades before the fall. It's the psionic storm against the endless swarm, a tide of claw, a sea of pain against the warm blade, searing pain. The swarm's one will, a hungry more against the Templar's sacred law. It's golden light against the coming night. Protoss forsake the final fight. A chittering hum, the ground gives way, the overmind's will is on its way. We are the legion, we are the one, our revolution's just begun. No fear, no pride, no art, no name, just endless hunger, burning flame. The zerglings boil from cracking eggs, the hydras spit their acid dregs. The overlords watch from blinded skies, we claim your essence as our prize. Perfection calls, we must obey, consume the weak and clear the way. It's the psionic storm against the endless swarm, a tide of claw, a sea of pain against the warp blade, searing pain. The swarm's one will, a hungry maw against the Templar's sacred law. It's golden light against the coming night. Protoss forsake the final fight. A zealot stands, his shield's aglow. My life for air, you will not grow. A psychic whisper, cold and vast. Your empty pride will never last. For honor's sake, for purity, your form is fragile, you will see. We are the children of the stars, and we're the hunger that devours. shields flare, chittering, claws find flesh, screeching. A final, fading cry echoes. My life for hire. For the swarm. For the swarm. For the swarm. For the swarm.
Phone screen's glowing, it's 1 a.m. I see the little green dot next to your name, and my heart does a flip, my thumb starts to twitch. Should I play it cool? Nah, forget that, screw it. You post a story, just your cat in the sun. I'm the first to view it, the only one. I hit the fire emoji, send it right away. You reply with hello, and it makes my whole day. And I know it's a pathological sign to analyze every single word, every line. You give me a crumb and I'll call it a feast. Yeah, the bar's on the floor to say the very least. Just to bring you a cup. You took it with a smile and said, what's up? Then you talked for an hour about the guy that you like, how he's kinda distant, not treating you right. And I sit there and nod, and I give you advice while I'm screaming aside, won't you say I'm so nice? And I know I should just get a grip, but this unrequited one-way ticket ship sail right off the cliff, cause it's going nowhere. But you smiled at me once, so I'm walking on it. Do my resolve just crumbles, my dignity fades. I'm a soldier responding to your air raids. I'm a clown in the circus I built for your fun, and I can't seem to stop till the whole show is done. Oh, I'm a simp and it's a crime. I'm wasting all my precious time, wasting my time, yeah, just for a moment. You viewed my story. Nice. Okay.
Seek for power, fame, and gold. A story tragically retold. just a breath, a gasp for me to take. Feel the crimson tide begin to rise, a transfusion right before your eyes. I drain your strength, I take your soul to make my ancient spirit whole. I melt into a sanguine pool, defy your every foolish rule. I take the life, I feel the surge, fulfilling my primordial urge. The black rose blooms in Noxian shade, a silent, deadly masquerade. They play with politics and might, while I command the endless night. You see a man of noble birth, I see the weakness of the earth. Your beating heart, a frantic drum, to my eternity you'll succumb. You throw your chains, you shout your plea, but you're just a vessel now for me. Your little spark begins to fade, a beautiful cascade I've made. Feel the crimson tide begin to rise, a transfusion right before your eyes. I drain your strength, I take your soul to make my ancient spirit whole. I melt into a sanguine pool, defy your every foolish rule. I take the life, I feel the surge, fulfilling my primordial urge. Sickness whispers on the breeze. I bring your party to its knees. A single drop, a scarlet curse, the hemlock plug for something worse. It blossoms deep within your core. You take the pain and beg for more. Then at the peak, a detonation, and for me, a sweet salvation. Feel the crimson tide begin to rise, and transfusion right before your eyes. I drain your strength, I take your soul to make my ancient spirit whole. I melt into a sanguine pool, defy your every foolish rule. I take the life, I feel the surge, fulfilling my primordial urge. A draining sensation, my cup, it runneth over. Go on, be negative. The rivers will run red. Yeah, from the cold gray streets where the factories rust, a story was born from the rubble and dust.
Then the world saw the monster, the chainsaw was buzzing. How my name is and the industry's cussing. Parents were panicked, the critics were livid, but the flow was so perfect, the picture so vivid. He battled the pop stars on TRL screens and lived out the drama behind the scenes, painting a portrait of Stan in the rain, a love for his daughter, a world full of strain, multisyllabic patterns, a verbal attack. There was no one before him, there's no turning back. Call him Marshall, the boy with the pain. Call him Shady, the one who's insane. Call him Eminem, the architect's plan, the voice for the kid who said nobody can. He twisted the language, he broke every rule, and turned all his anger into a tool. A titan, a legend from beginning to end, the god of the game with a pen and a pen. The spotlight can burn, the fame is a cage. He stumbled and fell, lost his way on the stage. The pills and the pressure, the darkness crept in to silence the genius that lived deep within. You get one shot, don't miss your chance to blow. He stood up, got sober, refused to let go. Came back from the ashes, not afraid was the plea for anyone listening who wanted to be free. Call him Marshall, the man with the pain. Call him Shady, who harnessed the rain. Call him Eminem, the architect's plan, the voice for the outcast, for every last fan. He twisted the language, he broke every rule, and turned all his anger into a tool. A titan, a legend from beginning to end, the god of the game with a pen and a pen. From rap Godspeed to a mockingbird song, proving his doubters were hopelessly wrong. The greatest to do it, the argument's thin. Just drop the needle and let the lesson begin. All units, all crew, all massive. Get the signal. The frequency is locked. The location is live. This is not a test. Hear the sub bass calling from a mile away, vibrating through the concrete, washing out the gray. Got the message in the group chat, just a pin drop and a time. Leave the world behind you, step across the line. The queue is moving steady, feel the energy ignite. 1,000 hungry ravers disappearing in the night. Push through the heavy door, the pressure hits your soul. The selector's in the booth and he's about to lose control. The air gets thick, the strobes begin to flash and freeze. The MC grabs the mic and whispers, listen to me please. The pads begin to swell, a scent begins to rise. A shared electric silence, you can see it in their eyes. He holds it and he holds it till you think you're gonna break, for the legendary moment that we're all about to make. This is it, the final call. Gun fingers up against the wall. Feel the floor begin to shake. Heartbeat sinks up to the break. The bass weight hits you in the chest. Put your senses to the test. Welcome to the biggest threat. Keep partying tonight. Silhouettes and flashing light, I see you bobbing heads. Forget about the worries, forget about the dreads. From the liquid rollers to the jump up, nasty sound. Every corner of the warehouse is consecrated ground. See the sweat drip from the ceiling, feel the heat upon your face. We're all locked in together, lost in time and space. The rhythm is a fever and the bass line is the key. And for a moment time just stops. The drums all fade to tiny drops. We see each other face to face, a unified and single race. No names, no past, just moving souls. This is the moment that makes us whole. A church, a temple built on sound.
Rewind selector, bring it back around. This is it, the final call. Gun fingers up against the wall. Feel the floor begin to shake. Heartbeat sinks up to the break. The bass weight hits you in the chest. Put your senses to the test. Welcome to the biggest sleeping party in the night. The lights come up, the sun is bleeding through. Ears are ringing, bodies black and blue. We stumble out into the morning air with the proof that we were really there. The rhythms in our veins to keep the night the bass would never sleep. Yeah, the night the bass would never sleep. They tell the tales in hushed up tones and bars. Whiskey flows about a phantom hand on a six-string soul and the story that it knows. Some say he came from dust and rain, a whisper on the breeze, with a beat-up case and a world of pain that he set upon his knees. He plugged it in, no word was said, just a knowing, tired smile. And for a moment the living and the dead were listening for a while. 'Cause he's the one that goes inside the wire, setting fretboards on a holy fire. He makes it weep, he makes it scream and shout. He's the soul of music, figured out. He don't just play the notes they wrote, he lets the spirit through. He is the standard, he's the antidote, the legend old and new. You hear the thunder in the air slow hum before even starts. A quiet promise of a storm to come, to tear and mend all. His fingers dance, a blur of grace, then dig in with the bite, bending strings to a lonesome place, then tearing through the night. From bottlenecks, lies that cry the blues, to riffs that shake the ground. He's every hero you could ever choose, distilled into a sound. 'Cause he's the one that goes inside the wire, setting fretboards on a holy fire. He makes it weep, he makes it scream and shout. He's the soul of music, figured out. He don't just play the notes they wrote, he lets the spirit through.
chase the fame, some chase the gold, the fleeting loud applause. But he was chasing something old, defying all the laws. It's every lonely midnight hour, a promise he must keep, to wrestle with that awesome power while the weary city sleeps. Inside the wire, setting fretboards on a holy fire. He makes it weep, he makes it scream and shout. He's the soul of music, all figured out. He don't just play the notes they wrote, he lets the spirit through. He is the standard, the antidote, the legend, me and you. Yeah, the greatest you will ever hear. The feedback fades into the air. The hum of the amp, a single ringing string, and the silence left behind. The echo of the king. You don't need my touch, don't need my embrace. The look of devotion is all over your face. You put me on a pedestal, you call me your queen, the most perfect woman you have ever seen. You say that my happiness is your only goal, a purpose that fills up the void in your soul. So you work every hour, you slave and you save for the beautiful, powerful woman you crave. Your cash is my crown, your tribute my throne. Every zero you add is a seed I've sown. It's not about bodies, it's not about lust. It's the sweet, sweet surrender of financial trust. It's this female domination, the modern design. You prove your devotion, $1 sign at a time. So get on your knees, I'm your only disease, and worship They don't understand what this loyalty means, but you know the truth. Deep down in your soul is the absolute bliss of my total control. I am your focus, your reason, your aim, and the whisper of my name is a beautiful pain. You're weak for my power, you're weak for my voice, and giving it all is your only real choice. Press send. Let me hear it again. That notification. It's my new favorite station. The sound of the transfer. That's the prettiest sound. Keep it coming. Your queen is content. For now.
they sell it as a cure, a way to make the nation's spirit pure. Release the hate, they tell us with a grin, and wash away a whole year's worth of sin. But it's just a leash, they loosen for a while, to watch us tear each other down with style. We're all just animals in a patriot's cage, turning our fury on history's new page. Hear the sirens start to scream, America's twisted, awakened dream. For 12 long hours we're all set free, to unleash the beast in you and me. There are no cops, there are no laws, just bloody hands and righteous cause. So say your prayers and dim the light, and fight to survive the night. The sun comes up, the guns fall to the ground, a deafening silence where the screams were found. The morning crews are washing red from the street, the neighbor nods a smile you can't defeat. We put up pretty masks away till next year's date, and pretend we didn't celebrate. Neon lights on marble floors. You wanted to walk through automatic doors. A flash of gold, a double glare. Her and her reflection standing there. You whisper ready with a hopeful spark, just a chauffeur driving to the park. In light, rows of dresses, a kaleidoscope, hanging on my own, hanging on my own. Hold this for me, honey, be a
while it's open on a cafe table. Fingers dip inside a modern fable. Just need a little extra for the weekend plans. Another transaction between their hands. A broken down AM machine. A faulty wishing well upset. They just disappear into the night. Gone from my sight.
on a pedestal. You call me a queen, the most perfect woman yeah, I've ever seen. You say that my happiness is your only goal, a purpose that fills up the void in your soul. So you work every hour, you slave and you save for the beautiful, powerful woman you crave. Your cash is my crown, your tribute my throne. Every zero you add is a seed I have sown. It's not about bodies, it's not about lust. It's the sweet, sweet surrender of financial trust. This is female domination, a modern design. You prove your devotion, $1 at a time. So get on your knees, I'm your only disease, and worship your goddess by funding her ease. A chime on my phone, a digital prayer, a sign that you're thinking of me, that you care. You're paying my rent, you're buying my shoes. You say it's the one way, you know you can't lose. I'll post a new wish list, a casual thought, and you rush to provide everything that I've sought. You're not just a man, you're a function, a tool, and the first and the last of my golden line roll. Your cash is my crown, your tribute my throne. Every zero you add is a seed I have sown. It's not about bodies, it's not about lust. It's the sweet, sweet surrender of financial trust. This is female dominant, a modern design. You prove your devotion, $1 at a time. So get on your knees, I'm your only disease, and worship your goddess by funding her ease. Some people won't get it, they'll say it's obscene. They don't understand what this loyalty means. But you know the truth, deep down in your soul is the absolute bliss of my total control. I am your focus, your reason, your aim, and the whisper of my name is a beautiful pain. You're weak for my power, you're weak for my voice, and giving it all is your only real choice. Your cash is my crown, your tribute my throne. Every zero you add is a seed I have sown. It's not about bodies, it's not about lust. It's a sweet, sweet surrender of financial trust. This is female domination, a modern design. You prove your devotion, $1 at a time. So get on your knees, I'm your only disease, and worship your goddess by funding her ease. Go on, press send. Let me hear it again. That notification. It's my new favorite station. The sound of the transfer. That's the prettiest sound. Keep it coming. Your queen is content. For now. Floors you wanted to walk through, automatic doors, a flash of gold, a double glare, her and her reflection standing there. face is a kaleidoscope, hanging on my arm and hanging on my hope.
Hold this for me, honey, be a dear. The only sweet words that I ever hear. I'm just a human from this train. You roll around, pilot hard. Don't you love the sound? The whisper of a silk, the credit card machine, the prettiest, most worthless thing you've ever seen. They laugh and point a private little show while I just stand here buried down below. I wait for hours on a wooden bench. The air is thick with perfume and the stench of my devotion sitting on display. Hear them giggling from a world away. One comes out, she twirls around in lace. Not a single glance toward my face. Touched a honey shopping cart. You roll around, pilot higher. Don't you love the sound? The whisper of the silk, the credit card machine, the prettiest, most worthless thing you've ever seen. They laugh and point a private little show while I just stand here buried down below. Wallets open on a cafe table, fingers dip inside a modern fable. Just need a little extra for the weekend plans. Another transaction between their hands. A broken down ATM machine. A faulty wishing well of the same. The car is filled with bags up to the roof. Silent, solid, iridescent proof. They step